Hello. Welcome to the Benz Nightshow. It is now the 11th of February in the year 2021, and we are now on our episode number 72. Grabe. Episode number 72. Okay, so welcome. Alright, so salamat yung pag-iguban ka na ako, and sometimes ma-delay ta, depende na sa atong workload, existing workload. Okay, so welcome nyo na. Hi. And again, so you can chat. Pwede mo makon sa atong chat, magkaigsunan. But before we start, nato set us itong weather. Kay, paano ba ganina? Sunog na ba ganina? Okay, sa atong weather, magkaigsunan. Parang panahon na, it is 26 degrees Celsius. Ato na i-maximize ng screen para mabasa na ito mayo. 26 degrees Celsius, and there's a 16% chance of rain until 10 p.m. and for later tonight magkaigsunan hourly happen. So again, as of 9:30, atong temperature is 26 degrees and cloudy, with only 16% chance of rain. And let's go to the hourly screen. Sa hourly magkaigsunan, it will be 26 degrees Celsius by midnight, and by 1 a.m. it will be 25 degrees Celsius by 1 a.m. and all the way up to 6 a.m. 25 degrees Celsius. And again, overnight there's between 18% to 15% chance of rain. Okay, so I hope na naminaw mo na to karon, og di mo ka paminaw live and always replay. So record ba ta ron? Nag-streaming ba ta? Right, so ngayon sa itong world clock. Ang oras karon magkaigsunan sa New York, it's 8:49 a.m. Sa Los Angeles, 5:49 a.m. Sa London, it's 1:49 p.m. At Tokyo, 10:49 p.m. Okay. Itong background, no? Alright, so nga kita sa atong kinahang update mga kaigsunan evernight. Nga kita sa atong COVID updates sa, let's see, tablet atong gamiton. Okay, here, yes. Ano man? Okay. Oops, where are you, Mr. GHU? Alright, at the back. Tapos ano activate itong pen, tablet pen, drawing pen. Activated pen. Pen. Okay. Alright, so ready na ta. Okay, so nga ready sa pinang area, klaro. Pero na sa atong screen. Muna din na ang cases. Ready mo ni ang vets worldwide. Okay. Ito na itong arrow para isa. Okay, so di mo ganhanap, kasi itong i-reason na. Reason. Diba? Pwede na ito. Butangan na ito dari yung circle gid nga oval. Yeah. Ay! Di na yata na yung i-handwritten para ibawagid mo nga kapag din na ito may gamit. Dari sa dato na handwritten, buhat ang arrow nga straight para sa mga pinitag straight. Okay, so alright, so on the left hand side sa inyong screen, that's the total number of cases worldwide. Right hand side, that is here. Right hand side, that is that's number of deaths worldwide. Okay, so ganito worldwide. So right now we have 107,444,504. Grabe niyo eh. Grabe. That's 107. Okay. 107,404,504. And those are just the official listed cases. The unlisted, the unrecorded cases could be 10 times more. So the number could be 10 times more. So it could be 1 billion already. 1 billion already. It's 100 million. It could be 1 billion already that has been infected worldwide. That is 2.3 million. 2,357,270. Again, these are just the recorded numbers. Not the real, not the true numbers. These are just the recorded. Now, upang suro-suro ko, magsiko ko na muna nga. Hindi naman ilado nun akong fingerprint. Hindi nung ka-press akong kuan. Fingerprint doesn't match ko lang. Pupos ako pa. Okay. Alright. Asa naman eh? Asa naman eh? Sige. So, arita maggunaw na makinsan. Unsa magiday ni kini nga klase nga virus, unsa ba siya ka-communicable? Grabe man makatakod nga worldwide man. China ra, niabot dito sa Norway, niabot dito sa Russia. Unsa man eh? I mean, di sila mamatay along the way. Makaluksog sila. I mean, how can they jump from one person to another? Kapaspas mo nila. Siponon man ta. Diba? Siponon man ta. There's no vaccine against the common cold sa sipon. How di ba ta masipon worldwide? Diba? Di ta matakdan, immune ta. I don't know. Pero grabe ni nga kuan ha. Ningon ba ang World Health Organization nga dili ni ka sa laboratory niya. Ako. Tuo man jud ka sa laboratory, ba asa man ni ron. Sige na lang, ay na magtuon ako because I am just gigolo. I'm just nobody. Alright, so ngarita sa next United States. United States right now, 27,288,291. 27,288,291, and that's in the United States. Already almost 500,000 people died. 471,764. 471,764 in the United States. And probably 40% of these deaths could have been avoided if only Trump did not take it so lightly. If only Trump took this thing seriously. When you must Trump, I don't wear mask, it's a hoax. Or yun si Trump nga, kung ano ni siya, mawara ni ba Easter, ano ba daw? Ngata sa Philippines magkaigsunan, 543,282 cases. 543,282 cases, and that's more than 500,000 already. And that's in the Philippines, 11,469. Bang! Gabi na ko every night ako ma-explain, you know already what I want to say. Next is, for purposes or study, is Singapore. No, South Korea. South Korea should be 70,000. See, South Korea, 82,000 day. Daka na po South Korea. But this is 1 year into the pandemic. 82,434. 82,434, and that's in South Korea. Only 1,496. And Philippines over kung ano ba? 11,000. In South Korea. Now, Singapore, so pagyapon mo abot 60,000 in Singapore, 59,000 lang gyapon. Tugaya. So Singapore, 59,759. 59,759 cases, and that Singapore 1 year after the pandemic is still 29. It's still 29. 59,059, and it's still 29. That's in Singapore. Next is Taiwan. Layo as Taiwan. Taiwan cases in Taiwan after more than a year into the pandemic is only 936 cases, despite the fact that Taipei is very crowded. 936 cases, and that's in Taiwan. 9 deaths. Alamat yan sila. 2. 7 to 9 deaths. 9 deaths. Grabe siya may sa 11,000 na kapin. And then, of course, mag-zoom in tayo sa Hong Kong. Okay, Hong Kong. Cases in Hong Kong. Here, Hong Kong. Cases in Hong Kong, 10,731 cases. That's 191. So, absent niya ang deaths ang Taiwan. Absent niya deaths ang South Korea. Sorry. Wala. Singapore. Now, the problem with Hong Kong is this. It should have higher deaths. It should have more than 30,000 deaths. It should have more than 300,000 cases. Yes. Why? Because that's what's happening to New York City. Pero nga naman naman tapos sa Hong Kong. Because despite the fact that it has a population density of 98,000 people per square kilometer, tabo sa Hong Kong is, despite the fact that high ilang density, and despite the fact that they did not shut down the public transportation, the restaurants, mga bars, kipang sira, karaoke bars, restaurants open na gyapon. National lockdown in sometimes for a particular building, but overall people are free to go out, but social distancing. Hong Kong has only 191 deaths, despite the fact that it is one of the most populated, with the highest density of population per people in terms of people per square kilometer in the world. Major capital city. Okay. Right, so harita ta sa atong mga chat room. Uy, na-din isot sa itong chat room sa mga diya. Clear screen. Okay, Felipe Minyosa naminaw taron matching from Talamban, si Joji Teves naminaw po na taron, si Hana sorry, Hana Baklayon Bungkaras o si Nersa Neri o si Nersa Neri naminaw taron. Okay. Salamat yung pag-iuban ka na ako niya. Lamig na itong glasses, no? Dako na kayo. Ako na islan. Timog na sa glasses. Ano? Islan. Open. Okay, ko angay ining mga rapid tool kung mag-glasses kini ato mga James Bond nato mga glasses. Kumusta nila? Okay. Salamat sa iyong pagkuhan. Mali pa kung maminaw ko na ako. Okay, so usasan atan pa one of our former ABS-CBN colleagues na trabaho sa Treasure Island, I think. Pero nakadaot mig text nga nangitag kuan kanabitang sa sunog ng foam, foam para himong foam murag may pagka CO2 na siya ng foam nga mukuan sa ayo, di ba? Ako sad dili ready ang Cebu City sa mga chemical fires. Ready sad ang Mactan, pero ang purpose ng Mactan ang mag-fire ang eroplano ba? So, daghan sila o kanang foam ni panggamit kay kung eroplano, pila man ang gasolina sa eroplano, di ba? So, ang ilang foam amount, iporpareha na ito po tapos chemical fire in a chemical factory. Dili sa asaming Treasure Island, dili sa kilit pa na siya o kabangkalan sa nagyan na ko sa napadong secretary. No! Sus, bago naman sila nag-install in the last 3 or 4 years of manufacturing equipment. I think they went into plastics. Now, you are a paint company and a paint cleaner, so highly flammable. So, maybe, ikaw nga, kuan ba? Ikaw nga, company, mag-stock siguro magamayan. I don't know, mag-expire. Of course, mag-expire man na siya. So, you cannot expect the city government mag-assess mga foam. So siguro highly flammable man na imong kuan diha cases, so magkuan ka. Mag-stock siguro ka na magklase sa mga extinguisher ba. Big way mga tangki. Chemical fire, so it's very unfortunate. Fire and para sa news, I hope nobody was injured or nobody died. Kasi Jujit episode, I shade ko na ito. Di mailhan na po tigawang tayo. Di na kaya. Di na kaya. Tingko na lang ta. Di na tayo. Okay, so, karon sa ipakta mo ito sa mga COVID updates worldwide. Ang United States nagsugod o kaganina nagsugod ang arguments kay kagahapon nagkuhan pa man to sila kanang presentation pa sa opening remarks ang Democrats niya opening remarks sa prosecution side sa second impeachment ni Donald Trump niya sunod ang argument sa defense na Donald Trump. Opening arguments, etc. Constitutionality of impeaching a president who is no longer in office. And then after that, nagkuhan sila tampa. Kining si karong adlaw ako na presentation of evidence by prosecutors from the House of Representatives. Remember, in the Senate, ang senators may jurors niya members sa House panel, tawag ng House impeachment managers. Okay. Now, Trump has been impeached for the second time just, I think, 2 or 3 days before sa inauguration ni So, the question is, has Trump been impeached twice? The answer is yes. Has he been convicted twice? The answer is no. Ang first ato, wala siya convicted. Impeached but not convicted. By the way, ang suppose kung nang-impeach ni mo nga, mura ba ka ng convicted? No. Impeach means to accuse. So, he has been accused. He's been impeached. And there's a trial. So, he's not yet been convicted of the impeachment trial. So, don't be confused. So, kung si was Irap impeached? Yes. Impeached Irap but not convicted. Ito man yung trial. Diba? So, naroon ako na pala. Yung mga okay. Klaro na ba? Hindi ka magklaro. Okay. So, messages. Si Rolly Surya, tanaw na minaw, mo, ulan sa kamilya. Ulan des. Okay. Silingan mo may Rolly Surya. Saka nga, Black 5 baka, Rolly. Okay. So, narin na ta sa coronavirus. Okay, apa naman? Okay po. Ito sa coronavirus updates. The latest na coronavirus. Ito sa live updates mga kaisuna. Ang US nag-report window tsaka where are you here your window US nag-report of more than 93,000 new COVID cases. Okay, so, February 10. Okay, Unya, Japan has the most beds per capita in the developed world. So, why is its health system crashing? Ang problema mo mga kaibigan ng Japan, dagkan kasi mga tiguang daw nga dali ra makuha. Dali ra sakit. More state leaders are loosening their COVID-19 restrictions. Experts in the United States have warned that it may be too soon. Sa laing bahin, ang Mexico ni grant na og emergency use approval for 2 China-made COVID-19 vaccines. Ano ba? Duha gid ya. 2 China-made COVID-19 vaccines. vaccines. New data. May sa tasa. To sa man to ang Sinovac o ang CanSino. Buang-buang sila kung sa pagbuhat ng ilang ko mga titles ng last books. Parehan tambal sa COVID-19 events, humanity, AVX. By the way, katong gusto ko humanity, pag paibaw mo daan na, emergency mo kay nagkabuang-buang ko sana po ka asinti may order of 100 bottles sa o ang UK variant sa coronavirus sa SARS-CoV-2 virus, ang UK variant is going to sweep the world matupas ahead sa genetic surveillance program. The UK coronavirus that has swept the country, the UK and also the US, is going to sweep the world in all probability, matod pa sa director of the COVID-19 Genomics UK Consortium. The highly transmissible UK strain of coronavirus was first identified in September 2020 in the English county of Kent. It has already been detected in at least 86 countries, including the Philippines, and was the catalyst for the UK's current lockdown. Now, si Sharon Peacock, ang director sa COVID-19 Genomics UK, ingon nga she predicted that her sequencing work, which tracks mutations of the coronavirus, will likely be required for another decade as the virus continues to circulate throughout the world. Now, where did it come from? Speaking on the origins of the UK variant known as the B117, Peacock said there was growing scientific literature suggesting it had evolved in an immunosuppressed patient. The virus is so different to everything else that was circulating that there are only two possible explanations. One is that it was introduced the second explanation is very plausible, and that is that it was in a patient who had a simmering infection for many months, and that virus had the opportunity to adapt and change over time. I think there is growing literature of evidence that this is the case. Matod pa Sharon Peacock sa UK variant. Sa laing bahin, the UK is doing all it can to make the summer holidays possible. Matod pa sa ilang health secretary. Yan, ikaw. Saan ka? Next. Hold the sun. Sa laing bahin, new Bristol variant. Tapa, Kent niya na po yung Bristol. New Bristol variant could reinfect previously infected or vaccinated people, matod pa sa UK government science advisor. Paita. Grabe ha? Nag-vaccinated na ka or nakuha na ka? Siya na immune ba? Na naka-antibodies kaya naka-previous infection. Sa mga kuan man. Ma-infected man di ka pong ka. Kuya. Okay. New Bristol variant. A new coronavirus mutation known as the Bristol variant might infect people who were previously infected or have been previously vaccinated. I don't know whether the Bristol variant is any more transmissible than the Kent variant. I suspect it isn't. So, manan aron duha na kay UK variant. Ang usa gikan sa Bristol, ang usa gikan sa Kent. Sa laing bahin, problema ning UK ron, duha problema nila, COVID o Brexit, British exit. Stricter UK border restrictions will delay the country's COVID-19 recovery, says the CEO of UK's largest airport, which is of course the London Heathrow. Stricter measures at the UK border will inevitably delay the country's recovery and hurt the UK's supply chains, matod pa sa CEO sa London Heathrow. He called on the UK government to publish how it plans to open the UK's borders when it sets out the roadmap to recovery on February. Sa laing bahin, si German Chancellor Angela Merkel, matod pa niya, lockdown will last not one day longer than necessary. Sabot, papiklaro ko na sa. Ang bagong coronavirus, daghan nag-variants, new variants, variants. New variants keep popping up. That's what you need to know about them. A variant suspected of helping fuel a surge of the coronavirus in Brazil's Amazon region shows up in Minnesota. Yay! Ikan sa Brazil, tapos Minnesota. Another that's been worrying officials in South Africa and in 2 places in South Carolina, and just days later pops up also in Maryland. Scientists are not surprised to see the coronavirus changing and evolving. It's what viruses do, after all. And with so much unchecked spread across the US and other parts of the world, the virus is getting plenty of opportunity to change. Sa laing bahin, ang Iran nag-report of more than 7,400 daily COVID-19 cases and 65 new deaths. Dito na sa Iran. Uy, minaw din nato pod karon si kuan. Kami daw po nato ron si Klein Maverick. Grabe na ba magluto sa Klein Maverick ko? Kare-kare na crispy. Tira. Crispy kare-kare. Salamat kay Klein. Ay mo kong ipitila sa mong crispy kare-kare. O kami na po na ron si Engineer Hill Escudero. Kumusta maka Engineer Hill? Are you well? Physically, kanang mga pamaol, sir, at wala na, ang tuso na lang kita. Basta importante nga, dili ta magrabihan, di ba? Huwag na tayo gipamati. So, ayun ang minang tag humanity, ng kuwanta. Ma-stabilize ba? Stabilize. Biden administration is nowhere. It's not where we want to be on genetic sequencing of COVID-19 variants. Kasi pag sequencing mo naman yung trabaho, dagan kayo mag-research sa Amerika. Kung gusto mo ako. CDC expected to release new guidelines for reopening US schools. Kanang US. Kanang pagbalik skulahan, lisura na. Okay, sana pero ako ha, I really feel nga ang mga bata matarong ang ilang growth sa school. Ang lisura sa skulahan tungkol na module-module. Sa US, reklamo kayo sila Zoom, kaya ato module-module. O ang AstraZeneca, good news, expects to increase vaccine capacity to more than 200 million doses per month by April. Sa laing bahin, ang Euro economy should return to pre-pandemic levels in the year 2022 after sa the European Commission. 2022, in the meantime, asa man ta sir, asa man ta kwarta ipakaos ta mga anak. Sa laing bahin, the spread of the UK variant, na asa man ani ang Bristol nga variant or Kent nga variant, taro nga ninyo duha naman na. The spread of the UK variant could impact the epidemic curve in Europe and lead to tighter restrictions matod pa sa WHO. Sa laing bahin, majority of Americans could be vaccinated by the middle or the end of summer. Okay, niya. Tanaw natin niya. Ano sa Brent, Dow Jones, gold, Brent crude oil. Basta Brent crude oil. Presyo. Matod pa sa AstraZeneca, the vaccine against new COVID variants may take 6 months. O sa lang bahin, matod pa ni Fauci, Dr. Anthony Fauci, vaccines for kids as young as first graders could be authorized by the CDC, by the FDA, by September of 2021. Now, matod pa sa CDC, fully vaccinated people can skip COVID quarantine. So, yan na may news ron nga kato ko nung naku na pwede pa ma-infected sa Kent variant. Ang mga Harvard researchers have calculated how many unnecessary deaths the Trump administration left behind, and they could have saved 40% of the COVID deaths. 0.4 500,000 namatay. 2 million sila eh. O 200,000. Study shows that 2 masks are better than 1 paita. Mag-study pa mo na, pila yung sweldo. Pila man yung sweldo, mag-study pa man mo na. Huwag mo usik-usik yung sweldo ko. Hyperwage man ng Amerika. Of course, ang 2 mask mas efektibo ganyan siya kausa-usa kaya ang filtering system pa eh. Oy, si Robert F. Kennedy Jr. ha? Anak ni katong assassinated Robert F. Kennedy. Na si Robert F. Kennedy igsuon na ni John F. Kennedy. Si John F. Kennedy anak ni Joseph Kennedy. Anyway, sabi na yun nga, kuhan ko na. Suspend siya. Instagram siguro. Suspend siya. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. How soon will the Johnson & Johnson vaccine arrive? Ako, approve na. Dali ra ko na. dili man lisod ang dyan. One dose na siya. Lower yung efficacy rate, mga 74%. Pero okay lang sa mga. Short on syringes, Japan may waste millions of Pfizer vaccine doses. Ay, kiling Pfizer ng vaccine, lagi mo kuhaan sila. Mo lower bitaw. Actually na, sa kailan na temperature requirement mo expire. So, nga rin humanity, uy, kanang mga vaccine, ang side effects sa vaccine, na, mga tangtango na sa humanity na side effects. Ang ilang vaccine, maka-side effects. Ang humanity, kanilang side effects, tangtango na sa kuan. So, mo cure sa inyong, I don't know. So, ang double mask can lower your exposure up to 90%. So, double mask pa yan. Do vaccines stop the spread of COVID-19? What do you need to know? Nakibaw lagi ko, makaryer magyapon ka. YouTube just banned a popular anti-abortion channel for COVID conspiracies. And with corona variants here, should they still get the vaccine? I question that. Now, kung chance lagi nga ang vaccine, it will work on the new variant. Coronavirus may infect key brain cells causing neurons to die. So, ano yung mga long-term effects sa coronavirus? Ang California man tests positive COVID-19 weeks after the second dosage. Yeah. Ay. Mo na gina. So, masakit na gyapon mo. Mo humanity effects. Diba? Humanity effects mo. And new symptoms have been linked to coronavirus. So, diba? Kay ngaling nagtuo mo ba nga ang katurang symptoms mang discuss mo rin ito, ano yung mga bagong symptoms eh. I'm vaccinated but my kids aren't. What now? So that ang WHO, by the way, mga cold chain products like Australian beef may have caused the COVID-19 initial outbreak. Napatay gikan na din noon po sa Australia di ay mga theories ron gikan sa WHO. COVID-19 vaccine now offered at some CVS locations in Massachusetts. Ano CVS ilan ang mga pharmacies, no? 360 pharmacy. Right. Okay. Si Harris Condero Minatoron o si Dungski, may gabi attorney o sa mga. Anyway, salamat sa pag-iuban ka na kung makaigsunan. Antay ka may nasaktan ka may lang, at least sabutan na nakita ka. Ito sa main. Salamat sa pag-iuban ka na kung makaigsunan. There is atong Legitimate Night Show. It is now the 11th of February in the year 2021. And it is now our episode number 72. Thank you and good night. See you tomorrow. Bye.